Global mobility is all about people moving people. And I'm interested in having a discussion with those people who make it all work. So why don't you join us in this conversation, and I'm sure you'll enjoy it. One of the things I really like about attending the event is updates in terms of global mobility is constantly changing. So you get, knowledge experts, practitioners sharing, how they're adapting to change. Because as we've seen, global mobility has changed quite a bit. What have you seen in that space in the last couple of years?
Yeah, I totally agree with what you just said there. I found when I first started working in the industry, a lot of people were feeling that the industry really hadn't moved or changed in the last 20 years. I think COVID obviously not are we allowed to talk about COVID? COVID had a huge impact on mobility. So we've seen a lot of changes through COVID, but absolutely. I think now the agility, the flexibility, the thinking outside the box is happening a lot more now. In my view, mobility has probably moved more in the last 5 years than it has in the last 20.
And this coming year, what's in store for Jasper?
What do we so? Yes, as you mentioned already, we are doing Melbourne next week. We've got Sydney coming up on the 19th of June. We have just launched our first New Zealand event, so we will be appearing in Auckland in September.
I did not know this. Oh yeah.
We will be appearing in Auckland in September. We're back to Perth as normal in October, and we'll also be back to Brisbane again for the GM Network in September.
Okay, only 2 more questions. So,
yes.
If you could relocate anyone in the world, who would it be?
There'd certainly be a few people that I'd relocate out of Australia, but I don't want to get myself in trouble.
I enjoy living here.
You can stay, Colin, you can stay. Family, I think, is the obvious one, but then I was like, I can't say family because mum and dad don't want to move anyway. They're quite happy where they are. So I asked the kids who they would like to relocate. Cara, Billie Eilish, please.
All right.
So we would love Billie Eilish in Australia.
Good choice.
And Jasper, hence Jasper Events.
Yep.
Jasper has asked for Lando Norris. And then said, can you really make that happen? Are they going to do it, Mum? And I'm like, no, it's just a theoretical thing. And then they got very confused. But yes, Billie Eilish and Lando Norris, please.
Okay. Good to know. And last question, if you could have any one person speak at your events, besides me.
Well, you normally do speak at our events, Colin.
Fair enough. Who would it be?
Well, I think easy in terms of we've now got Billy and Lando in Australia. So one of those would be fabulous. I think probably, if we're looking from a mobility or HR perspective, I think probably just one of the big companies to have an Apple or a Tesla, though maybe not Tesla at the moment, but just to really provide some insights from somebody that you wouldn't normally hear from. So yeah, HR or mobility at Apple.
Okay, well on that note, thank you very much, and wishing you all the very best in the upcoming events.
Thank you, Colin.
Bye.
Bye.